Good morning, or good afternoon rather. We do have some nice blue skies and sunshine overhead here in Fargo, but we are looking westward. You can see I-94 in the picture there, and looking west toward that cloud deck that's been impacting parts of our western viewing area for some time. Earlier this morning there was some snow with that, and perhaps still some flurries with that too. And that cloud deck actually helped to keep our temperatures from dropping too much overnight out west. The rest of us have been trying to make a recovery here from those colder numbers, and we're looking at 15 degrees right now in Fargo. It's 19 in Grand Forks. We're looking at 23 in Fosston and 22 degrees currently in Jamestown. So our temperatures are working their way up after being below zero in some instances earlier today. Now, checking out your wind speeds, we're seeing some lighter wind over to the east, but as we look off to the west, you could see there's some stronger winds out of the north or northwest. Winds there are in the teens to some 20s, a gust to 23 miles per hour currently in Oaks. Our radar map showing most of that snow done. It's mainly down into northeastern South Dakota at this point and continuing to drop south, but the clouds are still around, and there's probably a little flurry activity underneath a few of these clouds here this afternoon. And gradually, as the system again continues to pull away, we'll see more of those clouds kind of streaming overhead. Little by little, that'll be moving in. We're going to expand the view to show you what's going on around the country. The big story, if you've been paying attention, you know already that nor'easter moving up the coast of the Atlantic here. That's combining with our storm system that pressed eastward, and they're expecting quite a bit of coastal flooding and heavy snow in places like New York and up into New England. So if you have flights in that direction, likely you already know there are some impacts happening there. Elsewhere across much of the central part of the country, we're looking pretty quiet, just a few areas of light snow. So in your hour-by-hour planner, we'll see those temperatures making their way into the 20s throughout the valley. We'll be into some 20 to 25 degree temperatures for your highs today, with the cloud cover slowly streaming eastward. And notice our model showing a couple of spotty areas where we might see a snowflake or two through the afternoon and into the evening. So some flurries still possible even tonight as those clouds move overhead. By 10 o'clock, you could see the cloud cover over just about everybody here in the valley. Temperatures into the teens at that point in time. And getting into the morning hours tomorrow, we're going to start off the day, some of us into the single digits above zero, others holding on to some teens. It'll really depend on where those clouds are. That's going to make the big difference, but still on the cold side. Getting into the noon hour, some low 20s around lunchtime tomorrow, with a mix of some cloud cover and some sunshine peeking through, and high temperatures that might be a degree or two warmer than today, but not much of a change here coming up in the forecast for it tomorrow either. So a couple of days where we're just kind of quiet, a little bit colder than average, but at least we're not getting blasted by another snowstorm here over the next couple of days. Here's a look at your 7-day planner. Friday, warming back up to 30 degrees, and getting into the weekend, we'll see some more 30s. That's also when we'll have our next chance for a little bit of snow moving in Saturday evening and into Sunday. It looks like the timing of that right now, and it's the start of daylight saving time. We'll have to spring forward Saturday night and into early Sunday, with some milder weather sticking around as we get into next week too. So signs of spring with the changeover, and we're seeing signs of spring with temperatures making their way back up again after this brief cool down.
I like that. Thank you, Lisa. Straight